too, Facebook? What's up? Get out of here, bro.
This isn't a Hollywood production.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. Well, now it's freezing up on my phone again.
Don't worry about it for now. We'll see how it goes.
Well, yeah, because people see us over there.
You're good on my end.
Now it unfroze. Something's going on. Folks, again, it's not our fault. They're trying to mess with us. They're messing with us. Okay? So let me still say hi to everybody. Steve Simpson, what's going on? From Georgia. Dan Van Helden. Are you related to Armin Van Helden, the DJ? I like Armin Van Helden. He has some good beats. You related to him? Joey Valley, what's going on, man? Delia Carocetto. How are you, Delia Carocetto? What's going on? What are they doing to us over here, man? They're trying to mess quarantines and freaking you can't eat outside, restaurants closed. Yo, what is this? Our way of life? Yo, they've taken our freedom.
I get the closing. I get the closing of the big venues, like the 1,000-person place. I get that.
And
that makes
telling
sense.
seniors to really be careful.
Yeah, they got to stay home.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they're susceptible to any of the bad viruses and stuff out there.
Sally Sachs. How are you, Sally boy? How's Georgia down there doing, huh? You got some burners over there now? Yeah, you get guns over there now.
Yeah, I'm jealous now.
How you doing, Sally Sachs? Ulysses Varela, what's going on? Ulysses, nice name. Everybody, yeah. So just drop us a comment and show us that you can see us over here so we know that we're getting through to you.
Yeah, we
trying to
appreciate
silence
it.
Uncle Tony. You can't silence Uncle Tony that easily. Come on now. But anyway, yeah. So now, this is the issue. Is this a bio attack? Which I kind of believe it is. Because think about it. President Trump had our economy running like a well-oiled machine. Everything was perfect. Even here in New York with the Democrats controlling this city and making it tough for people, we were still doing good over here. Then all of a sudden, the Wuhan Kung Flu coronavirus came around. And they took away all our freedoms. I mean, the only thing that's still left over here, there's no curfew yet. And
well, that's what
you're not keeping me home, man. Let me tell you something. You ain't taking my freedom. I'm healthy. I'm not sick. I'm not going near anybody that I could infect. So, why we can hang out outside and breathe air? What's the matter with that, huh? Nah, you ain't taking my freedom like that.
Well, that's like
not that
the
easy.
Parade. It's crazy. Even outdoor events,
Okay. So luckily, Governor Cuomo, I can't believe I'm even saying this. Oh, I'm telling you, pigs are flying. Pigs are flying. I've seen everything.
I've had to give him the odd compliment in the last day or two as well. It feels weird.
He's actually abusing the commie de Blasio. The commie de Blasio wants to keep us locked up because he's a commie. Oh, the Democrat? I'll bet you they're stroking their turkeys about this. I'll bet you this is their porn.
Oh, they love it.
Oh, they love that they're taking away our rights. Can't go here, can't do that, can't eat here. Oh, they're enjoying. They're getting off on this. Ooh, they are. Guaranteed.
And how much you want to bet prices don't go back down? Like everything's 25 cents, 50 cents more expensive in every store. How much you want to bet that doesn't change when it all goes away?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Think about this.
30% increase in everything.
Folks, I don't know. Those of you that aren't in New York don't know this, but they did not even a month ago where they banned plastic bags? A few weeks ago,
yeah,
right?
March 1st, it was that.
Okay, no more plastic bags for supermarkets. So, when you used to go home, grab a few things, you have a plastic bag.
Yeah.
Now you got to get a paper bag with no handles. So,
or you got to carry around some stupid.
I'm not carrying around no freaking bag.
We should start selling
Uncle
tote bags.
Tony carrying around bags.
We got to start selling some patriotic tote bags now. Apparently, jeez.
Yeah, for New Yorkers especially. Yeah.
Right, man.
But the point is, they took away our plastic. Like yesterday, I'll give you an example, folks. I don't let myself run out of anything, so I was all right before all this. So I didn't go shopping for anything until yesterday. Last night, I go home. On the way home, we have a 24-hour supermarket around here. So I went in, bought a few things. Paper freaking bags. No handles. I had to walk quite a few blocks with a freaking heavy double pay. So I paid 10 cents, which I really don't care about the 10 cents, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, they got to buy them, so whatever.
But the point was, back in the days, they used to put a few things in each bag. And then all the bags together, put your hands through it, and it was very convenient.
Yeah, like anybody else in the world.
Now I had to sit there with a bag like this, holding it like this, heavy, walking a few blocks.
Like it's that strongman competition with the Atlas stones or something.
I think it must have been, I would estimate, 40 pounds.
No way. It's like a bag of soil. That's a lot.
I had canned stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll do
I
it.
had big liquids, stuff like that.
Yeah, and you don't want the bottom to drop out. It breaks all of them open on the ground.
Maybe 30 pounds, but it was heavy.
That's nuts.
So
I wonder, do they do that in other states like California? Like we usually follow California's lead on that shit, like that type of stuff.
California do that. I know they banned the straws. We still have straws though.
Well, you know what it is? One of the places has cellulose straws. I'm like, who's using paper? They got cellulose now. Like, come on, people, get with the science. You know? But yeah, the bag thing is horrible.
Yeah, and now to make it even worse, now they're not going to be arresting people for non-violent offenses.
Let me find the list of these.
Okay. Now, Axel Geisler writes, the police commissioner here said they're not going to make arrests for burglaries and shoplifting, etc. So somebody comes into your freaking house to burglarize you, they ain't going to arrest them?
It includes Grand Theft Auto.
So that, yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I heard about that too.
That's fucking crazy.
Yo, these people are sick. Sick. So
because they don't want to. Apparently, they don't want to bring them to the jail to process them because then they might expose the people there. It's like, well, yeah, but you're exposing the regular folks to fucking criminal activity the whole time.
Oh, so when they're in someone's house, they're not infecting the house if they have coronavirus? How does that work?
I can't
Now,
remember.
you know what I would like?
This would be like the Purge.
I'll compromise with you. I'll compromise. How about you say, okay, we don't arrest them, but you have the right to do whatever you want to them? Oh,
Then it really is the Purge.
no, but no, folks, listen, I like anybody to here. Drop a comment if you're going to argue with me now. Either you arrest criminals or you allow the people to take care of the criminals, right? So which one? You're not going to have both. You're not going to have where people are going to victimize somebody and then you're going to release them back on the street? Nah.
They're not even releasing them. They're just giving them a desk
Well,
appearance
no, what
to
it
get
is
on
they
the
have
street,
to
just
appear
saying.
afterwards.
Yeah.
In other words, yeah, okay.
But they don't even get cool down time in the
And they're
in
saying
the
that
cell.
I think the police could determine if those people are going to actually be a threat to so then they could actually keep them if they want. I mean, these people are sick. These people are sick.
I'm trying to find the list, but it seems to be elusive to find that online.
I'm curious though, if one of these punks actually burglarizes one of these politicians' houses, they're not going to arrest them? Whoa, really? How's that going to work? If you go into Gracie Mansion in there, even if you don't do nothing wrong, you just get in there and you're trespassing, they're not going to arrest you? How's that work? Oh, hey, de Blasio. How you doing, dirtbag? Penguin? Freaking Big Bird dirtbag?
Oh, I found the list. Here we go. Ready? I'm going to put this
Oh,
up on the screen for everybody.
Here you go,
here.
folks. Here you go. Have fun in New York, criminals. Have fun.
This is right now. This is Philly, but I think they're doing the same
Oh,
thing. in
this
New
is
York.
Philly, yeah.
Well, no, this list is Philly, but they're doing the same concept. Now, read these crimes. Now, there's one or two on there I kind of get. Vandalism or a bench warrant or something. Okay, but theft from a car, theft of a car, and theft from persons. Like if
they mug you.
Yeah.
If you get mugged.
I'm sorry to laugh. I just can't fucking believe this, man. Oh my god, burglary. That's
burglary. Coming in your house. Really?
Oh my god.
Something. Listen.
But guess what? When you stab them when they come in your house, you're damn sure going down for manslaughter.
Oh yeah. I mean, nah, folks. You know what? This is what I said yesterday too, and I thought about this hard. I trust President Trump, obviously, unless they're lying to him about things. Because don't forget, President Trump knows a lot about life. He helped save New York back in the day. He's a great businessman. He's not one of the. Think about this. He doesn't have the money that some of these elites do because he's not one of them, okay? And they've always tried to make his life difficult, even the Democrats here, okay? So he had to work against other odds to make it where he is, all right? Let me say that about our wonderful president, okay? Now, he's not a doctor. He's not a scientist. And he doesn't pretend to know about it. He makes jokes to trigger people, but we understand. The left just goes berserk. All right? So... but he does it on purpose. I love seeing the left triggered. Bro, the heads, nah, dirtbags. So, I trust President Trump. Unless, like I said, everyone around him is lying to him that knows about this stuff. Like Dr. Fauci and them, are they? I don't know. I don't know if they're deep state either. I don't know if he knows. But the point is...
Well, the journalists are all acting like they're microbiologists all of a sudden. Chadwick Moore was tweeting about that, saying, like, listen to the CDC. Listen to the actual doctors, not... Fucking
I don't trust the CDC.
Not some lady
I don't trust the CDC
because
it's one of
CDC
CDC is one of the alphabet agencies, been around a long time. A lot of bureaucrats in there, and there's probably a lot of deep state in there who would love to sabotage our president too. Okay, so I don't know if I don't trust them either. As I trust President Trump's hearts, his loyal allies' hearts, and that's it. I don't trust nobody else in the government at all. Okay? Zero. President Trump, his allies, those are his true allies. I trust them 100%. Everyone else in the government, and that includes, again, true allies. Some of the senators and congressmen and women who are on his side, who have been loyal allies, I trust them, sure. Mm-hmm. So they're included, obviously. Besides that, I don't trust a lot of these other people. Listen, do me a favor. Could you go to my actual tweets? You're gonna see what Donald Trump Jr. tweeted out earlier. I retweeted it. We'll go to my main page.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Yeah. Look, right here, right here, folks. So you're telling me, believe me, President Trump knows everything. Hopefully, again, with the science and the doctors, they're telling him the truth too, but he knows a lot of things besides, look, this, you don't got to be a scientist or a doctor to figure this out. You got to have he has a lot of common sense. President Trump, believe me, 100% common sense. Look at this. Donald Trump Jr. tweeted out, so that means President Trump knows. It's amazing. The World Health Order is obviously on China's payroll, folks. This is not conspiracy. This is not some, unsourced quote right here. This is our president's son, who's very aware of what's going on.
Plus, he's copying something. He's not saying what they said. He's
but
showing
that's
you what
his
they
opinion.
said.
But that's, listen, for him to say that the World Health Organization is on China's payroll.
Yeah, it's a bold statement. Yeah.
Now look at what they tweeted out. Now look at the date, January 14th, folks.
Damn.
Preliminary investigations conducted by the Chinese authorities have found no clear evidence of human-to-human transmission of the novel coronavirus identified in Wuhan, China. Oh, so the World Health Organization also said that it started in China. Oh, that's good. At least they said one thing, right?
And they're not even talking about the fact that it's extra contagious. They're saying no evidence.
Folks, evidence right here.
We're not all
share this, folks. Share this. Like this, screenshot and show it to everybody. This is the truth right here.
It must be
truth.
It must be that we all eat bat soup. Is that? I like me a nice fresh bat soup, and that must have been how it got over here to New York. Not through ladies coming in from other countries or nothing.
Folks, the World Health Organization said that this is not contagious. So either they're lying, or someone here is lying. Or the Democrats might be lying to make it, political and weaponize it, which they've done. Listen, regardless of who started this and what, the Democrats have shown such patheticness during all this. They are disgusting, the Democrats. They are so anti-American. They probably wish half the country would die from this just to make President Trump look bad. Seriously, you think I'm kidding you? Nah, I'm not kidding you. They probably really want, and guess what? It ain't that bad. More people have died over the same period from the regular flu than they have of this. Okay, I'm not saying don't be cautious, but again, something is out there. Again, was it a biological attack? Is it a bad flu and they're weaponizing it for political purposes? I don't know. Don't forget, President Trump keeps tweeting out about an invisible enemy. If you want, him. What are President Trump's tweets? But again, folks, you saw that the World Health Organization said it wasn't contagious in January. So what's up? What's up? What do you believe? I don't believe them, really, to be honest with you.
What are we looking for?
Debbie Shabbat, how are you? Good to see you. Look, right here. Here's one of his tweets. I want all Americans to understand we are at war with an invisible enemy, but that enemy is no match for the spirit and resolve of the American people. Okay? We still got it there. It cannot overcome the dedication of our doctors, nurses, and scientists, and it cannot beat the love, patriotism, and determination of our citizens. Strong and united, we will prevail. Okay? That's inspiration from our leader right there. Okay? Now, believe me, I hate to even say this. I don't want to say it, but just so people understand. I wish this didn't happen, obviously. Have you seen how many people have died in Spain and Italy? A lot of people. I think 800-something in Italy. Last time I heard, and like 600-something in Spain.
Italy's bad.
They have socialized health care, folks. They have universal health care. They said in Italy, if people are 80 and over, they're not helping them. That's socialized medicine.
That's horrible, man.
Okay? And believe me, you think I enjoy saying, oh, look, and giving them as an example for this? You think I like doing that? It hurts. But I have to so people understand, and I feel bad for them. I wish that wasn't going on. I don't even want to mention it because I hate even saying that, but it's horrible. Now, let me tell you what happened in Italy. Do you people understand what happened in Italy? I'm telling you, China, something's got to happen to China for this. I mean, I feel bad for the regular Chinese people who are oppressed, but that government just has to go somehow. I mean, what happened, folks?
But they lie to all their own people. That's the only ones.
They abuse their own people. They abuse their own, the government. That's why, let me tell you another thing, folks. Mark my words. Mark my words. And you remember I said this. Whoever, including those journalists, is criticizing President Trump for saying it's the China virus, they're on China's payroll. Okay? Because no one in their right mind with even 1/100th of a brain in place would think that President Trump or anybody else is blaming regular Chinese people, the Chinese race. I actually feel bad for the Chinese race with what these dirty, filthy commies have done to the people over there. China had a nice culture, all bright and nice, the Buddhist culture and all, and then the Chinese came in, the commies came in and they destroyed everything. And they made people into freaking robots. You know what I mean? I feel horrible. I wish the China, look at Hong Kong and Taiwan. Those people are Chinese race people. Those people are part of the Chinese race. And they're freedom-loving people and they're great people. And so are the Chinese people. It's just they're being oppressed by ruthless commies. And that's what the Democrats are here, folks. You got to understand. If you ever vote for a Democrat again, they're just like the Chinese government. Yeah, you think I'm joking? Look at even here what they're doing with all these, again, there's no curfew yet, and Cuomo's fighting it. I'm shocked. But, they're telling people in Jersey, they're telling people can't come out of your house after 10 o'clock at night to 5. Well, if you breathe air outside, what's going to happen? Are you people kidding me right now, man? Nah, they're taking away our freedoms. It's not good. Like I said it yesterday, and I'm going to say it again, and you can quote me. If President Trump really is in full control of everything, and the good guys, meaning his allies and all them, are in control, I'm not worried about anything. I'll even go through a tough stretch if this country will be cleansed. I'm serious. But if not, again, they're trying to take away our rights. If it's temporary, so the country gets clean, I know there's a lot of chatter on Twitter and, social media, the anons about, arrests are going to be, I hope. Believe me, I'm not saying either way. Whoever says they know for sure, unless they do know for sure, then it's not good. You got to keep, educated guesses in mind, okay? Unless you're, inside the trenches, and like I said, inside President Trump's administration or one of his right-hand people that he trusts, then, we don't really know what's going on, okay? And the media, you blame me for being cynical about the media? About their... Even Fox News exposed themselves too. Wow, bro. Dude, Fox News, whenever you turn it on...
Hey, just because they're better doesn't mean they're perfect. They're just,
Yeah, but this thing, listen, they have... Even during the commercials, they have the banner that says coronavirus or something pandemic. It's just pandemic. Coronavirus pandemic or virus pandemic, whatever it is. Really, man? You have it even with the commercials on there, man? Really? Meanwhile, again, look at the numbers from Italy and look at the numbers from Spain. A lot higher than ours. I believe me, I hate to report that. And in Italy, listen to what happened in Italy, folks. I don't know. A lot of people don't know this. I tell them that they're like, what? Okay. I was actually telling a girl that works at Dunkin' Donuts before. She's from Bangladesh, sweet girl. And I was getting my coffee, and she says, yeah, if some people came from Italy to Bangladesh and, spread it from there. And I told her what happened. Her jaw dropped. She's like, wow, I didn't even know that. Okay, so Chinese companies had bought Italian manufacturing and textile companies up north, okay? And instead of the Italian government, who were a bunch of traitors there also, I mean, Salvini for a while, they overthrew Salvini. I don't know how that happened, who was a patriot. So now, of course, the leftist globalists took over Italy again. But this happened, I think, before there was still a leftist government. And instead of telling the Chinese companies, all right, you're buying these companies in Italy, but you have to have Italian workers, because the unemployment rate in Italy is kind of high. The Italian government let them buy them and then bring Chinese workers there.
Really?
Oh.
I didn't even know that.
100,000.
Holy shit. I mean, I knew China was buying up all the African ports and stuff like that, but not
Excuse me,
Italian.
China owns a couple of ports in Greece.
Holy shit.
Everywhere. I hope this wrecks China. I mean, like I said, I feel bad for their people, but you know what? Get a good Hong Kong-style government in there, you know. Or a Taiwan government, China will be great.
Well, that's why Trump keeps referring to it as the Chinese virus, because
it started there, man.
But not just that, their government officials have been proven to be sending out documents to their diplomats saying, deflect from China, say that we don't know the source of it, we're investigating the source of it, and that's where they even had that thing where they're trying to say it might be the American military, and obviously that's some bullshit. But
again, why wouldn't they notify the world right away then?
Deflect. It reminds me, you know what? You're old enough to remember Chernobyl, and the Soviets had a bad position for saying it's the position of the Central Committee.
They did a lot of damage,
that this kind of thing cannot happen here.
And those were the commies back then. Mm-hmm. Okay, look at what the commies do. That's why. Anyway, so this is the part. Oh, since you don't know about this, Venom, you're gonna bug now. So anyway, for the Chinese New Year, the Chinese workers went back to China to spend the Chinese New Year with their families. Guess what?
I see where this is going.
Guess what, folks? I'm telling you, a lot of people don't know this. They went, and what happened was they got infected because that was during when China already knew that they had a problem. Instead of China quarantining those workers and keeping them in China, they didn't say anything and they allowed them to fly back to Italy, contaminated. Now, again, did the Chinese government even know they were contaminated? Maybe not, but they knew that there was a problem, and the possibilities of them being contaminated were great.
Was this a couple of years ago?
No, now.
I've seen articles that are from like 2 years ago saying the Chinese workers who assembled bags in Tuscany, Chinese roots of Italy's far right. It's like, wow, you're right, though. They've been doing it for a while here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I even, did I bookmark it or did I actually tweet about it? Check my bookmark. Somebody tweeted about it, but anyway. So what happened was China allowed those people to come back knowing that they might be infected. And that's what happened, folks.
Crazy.
That's what happened to Italy. Because the Chinese workers came back into Italy because the Chinese government didn't say anything. They infected the whole country and you know, Europe. And not even that. How many people went out of China during the time when China knew and they didn't warn anybody? So I'm telling you, I don't know how much the Chinese government's worth. And not the country, but the government, their regime. Obviously, they own most of the Chinese communists, own most of the money in China. All the big money is people affiliated with them. Guess what? They got to go bye-bye to their money. They got to get sued from everybody. First of all, we owe them a little over $1 trillion over here. Every freaking dime. They're saying this thing could cost our country $1 trillion. Guess what, China? We don't owe you $1 trillion. Goodbye.
Yeah, right.
Goodbye.
Peace out.
Goodbye. There goes your debt. Goodbye. So you know how President Trump, he wants to send $1,000 to each worker as soon as possible, which still doesn't cover nearly anything that's happened. But the point is, you know what, President Trump? Just write the check and afterwards write thank you, China. Because you know what? You got to take it out of their debt.
Send them an invoice.
Although he crushed them in the trade war, we've been making a lot more money. All the tariffs were bringing in billions of dollars. I'm telling you, President Trump was running everything so great. Our economy was flying. The fundamentals were perfect. And all of a sudden, this happens, man. Come on, man. And this is the election year? That's not foreign interference in our elections, you think? Come on. So, something's got to be done. President Trump knows all this, though. He just can't say a lot of this in public. Could you imagine him coming out and saying everything I just said?
Yeah, I'm sure he wants to.
Oh,
yeah.
That's why he looks a little pissed. Because he wants to. Johnny Stone, what's going on? Yeah, China owns the largest deepwater port in the U.S., San Diego. Yeah. Well, this, everyone always says the Chinese own California. Okay? That has to stop immediately. And everybody who's been involved with China arrested for treason. That's the bottom line. They betrayed. They let most of our medicines, all these years, folks, a lot of things have been brought to light because of this. Now, I knew some of our medicine was made in China, but not most.
Yeah, a lot of the generics are made in China, and that's a lot of the ones that people use like a daily type
But
basis.
even the regular ones. Mm-hmm. Now, the point is, our medical industry here was almost nothing. almost zero. They allowed China to take over our whole medical industry. I mean, what? So, seriously, what? So anyway, do me a favor, and go to my bookmarks. Somebody tweeted out a bunch of stuff today, which is really informative.
Who are we looking for here?
Right there, Elizabeth Harrington, right there. Look at the Clintons. Now, this is Elizabeth Harrington. Now, Hillary, you want to see, click on Hillary's tweet, please. Just click on that. And then it'll bring you to Hillary's tweet. And that was a comment to Hillary's tweet by Elizabeth Harrington.
Which one? Down here?
No, just click the main. Okay.
This is above it. Okay. Yeah, I see.
Look at what Hillary Clinton, the wicked witch of the universe, east, west, north, and south. Look at what this freaking dirty, filthy creature had the audacity to tweet out 11 hours ago. The president is turning to racist rhetoric to distract from his failures to take the coronavirus seriously early on, make tests widely available, and adequately prepare the country for a period of crisis. Don't fall for it. Don't let your friends and family fall for it. What?
And you know what's fucked up?
Yo, what are you talking about, you piece of garbage? Yo, why does she... Now, you know what? Elizabeth Harrington, I love her. Just look at what she tweeted. Once a shill for China, always a shill for China. The Clintons will always sell out America to China. Don't fall for it. Oh,
and she brought the receipts.
And she brought receipts. Where's Hillary's receipts?
Let's see here. Yeah. Let's see what some of these say. Let's back off here.
Look. Clinton says Chinese money did not influence U.S. policy. This is from May of 1998.
Jesus, she's been after it for a while.
President Clinton. Well, that was President Clinton then.
Yeah, but hey, the family. It's family affair, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Let's see the next one here.
No, hold on. I didn't finish reading.
Oh, I got you.
Go to the thing.
Yeah, gotcha.
President Clinton said today that reported political campaign contributions from China to the Democrats had not influenced his foreign policy. But he welcomed further investigation into decisions that made it easier for China to launch American satellites and possibly obtain sensitive technology. Folks, this is not a joke. This is real. Okay, click to the other ones, Anna. This is just,
this one's the next chronological one here. 99, this one here.
The Clinton, look at this. This is from 99. Okay? Clinton approves technology transfer to China. I remember that one.
Also, note the source, New York Times.
New York Times, okay? Which is a leftist rag anyway. Although back then it wasn't as bad.
It wasn't as bad then.
I think the Chinese bought into it because they weren't doing it. I think there's Chinese money behind them too. I'm not sure. I'm not accusing, but I think.
But you know, this is just like you said, how they accuse him of like the Russian interference is just the same shit they actually did 15 years earlier.
And with China.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So here's
the Clinton administration notified Congress today that it had approved the export of technology to China. I remember this back then. I was like, what? To permit the launching of a communications satellite aboard a Chinese rocket next month. President Clinton said in a letter to Congress that the transfer would not harm national security or significantly improve China's military capability in space. They send people to the other side of the moon. The president, okay, there you go. There's that one. Folks, this is evidence. The high cost of the China World Trade Organization deal. Administration's own analysis suggests spiraling deficits, job losses. You know what this did to our country when China entered the WTO? It says it. This is from 2000.
And that's from our administration.
That's from our own administration.
It's not like some blogger or something.
Well, their administration.
Well, right. You know what I mean? But America in this case.
Yeah, this is not a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You know. Administration's own analysis suggests spiraling deficits, job losses. And it happened. It happened. Now, there you go. I'll go to the other one. Virginia Governor, Mr. Blackface, Klansman. Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe invited Chinese donor to Hillary Clinton's home. A Chinese donor to Clinton.
That's actually, I think, he's not the blackface one. That's Northam. This is prior
that's Northam. I'm sorry.
So they've had a good lineage of shittiness for a while now, apparently.
Listen, there's so many dirtbags sometimes you get confused.
But no, it's a family, it must be their heritage there to just have shit governors for a while.
Yeah, this guy Terry McAuliffe's another dirtbag. So, oh, my bad. I'm telling you, there's so many things to remember. Folks, I do this live. There's no script. I'm not reading off a teleprompter. This is all from memory.
This isn't the racist one. That's the corrupt one.
Yeah.
It's easy to get them confused once in a while.
Well, and the new one is racist and corrupt.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
They're progressive.
And I bet you McCall is probably a racist too, but you know, because the Democrats are known to be racist. But anyway. So, again, what did Chinese donor do in Hillary's home? Did he shove a cigar up Hillary's butt? You think that happened? What do you think happened? I don't know if he didn't want to shove a cigar up her butt. Probably gave her a nice briefcase full of money.
Well, and I'm guessing it was a lot because the banks in America have to pay her like $200,000 just to do a half-hour speech. So I can imagine what he had to pay to get a house visit.
So, folks, there's your evidence. What does the jury find? What does the jury find? The defendant, Hillary Clinton, guilty of treason, and Bill Clinton, the Clintons. What's the verdict? Oh, everyone says guilty. Guilty of treason, you filthy creature. And you tweeted out something, Hillary. Yo, shut up, man, you wretched shrew. You disgusting pig. Get out of here, you pig. You sold our country out. You stole... Folks, the Clintons stole money from Haiti after an earthquake to use on their daughter Horseface's wedding. You know their daughter, her name is really Horseface. Did you ever know that? They call her, what's her fake name? What's her AKA?
Chelsea.
Yeah, that's her AKA.
It must be like with some of those authors that use the initials, like she's H.F. Chelsea Clinton.
Yeah, but meanwhile,
like
in birth certificate, I heard her name says Horseface Clinton. That's what I heard. But I have good sources.
The birth certificate shows it.
You know, everybody can name unnamed sources, so could I. Okay? So...
I'm trying to see if I can find
Please share this, folks. Let people see the truth over here, what's going on.
There's this image now. Have you seen this? Is this credible? There's an image that's purporting to be the Clinton Foundation's tax, like W-2 or something here, whatever it is.
Okay.
And it's showing that
I haven't seen this.
It's possible that only 9% are actually paid out to charities.
Well,
now,
that's what it...
I want someone to chime in and tell us if this is real, because it definitely looks bad. Definitely looks real bad. Here, I'll throw it up on the screen for everybody.
I mean, we're not saying this is real or not, but how's the source? Could you click on the source?
It was a guy. Let me go back to the guy who tweeted it. We'll see what happens.
Does he have a lot of followers, good name, reputation?
Let's see here.
Martyr?
Not anything to that level.
Hey, you never know. You never know. I mean, I once had 2,000 followers myself.
Well, let's put it this way.
I should have had 50,000, but they're sabotaging me right now. My numbers, I see all these new people follow me every day, but my numbers don't go up. But anyway.
They hit you with that governor switch, you know what I mean? But you know what the thing is? If that's real, it's going to go far and wide the next few days. So keep your eyes out to see if that ends up being credible. Viewers out there.
See, Edward Behrens is writing, and I agree. I'm afraid because of the shutdown of the country due to CV-19. Come on, call it the Kung Flu. That this will be the norm in the future. Anytime they feel the government will shut down. In other words, anytime they feel, and he puts in parentheses, the government will shut down again and again. Yep.
Yeah, it's like a shit test.
We lost a part of our freedom we may never get back. I totally agree. Unless President Trump fully succeeds, he cleans house, gets rid of all the scum here, then maybe we'll be back to normal life. But if not, oh well. What am I tell you? I hope our military and our law enforcement, that's what they're there for. They could do something about all this, I hope they don't end up working for the wrong side, but anyway. Well, I know, listen, our rank and file, military and our law enforcement are great people again, but the leadership is tainted. They need new leadership.
And I got to say, as bad as both of them are, in between the two of them over this, I think Cuomo's doing a much better job than de Blasio.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least between the two.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? Cuomo is a smart gangster.
That's right.
and de Blasio is a stupid commie.
He's the new Jack. He doesn't know.
But he's a stupid commie.
That's true.
Plus, again,
at least Cuomo uses a real fucking name.
Yeah, and also Cuomo's father was a governor of this.
Yeah, he learned the ropes.
Yeah. And his father was no beauty either. Oh. So anyway.
No, but I will take those old school kind of shitty Democrats over the communists any day of the week.
Yeah, but they're still crap.
Oh, of course. But hey, we got to eat the plate we're handed for now, right? Unfortunately.
But the Lee K writes facts. Yeah, those are facts, Pete. What's going on, bro? Coming out late or what? Sit outside and hang out for a little bit. 3-5. So
it's kind of nicer seeing the city a little emptier. I mean,
I'll be honest,
Queens isn't as bad as Manhattan.
I'll be honest,
Queens is
folks.
More normal here, but
folks, they got Uncle Tony a little. I'll tell you how. All right, I'm going to say this. When this first started happening, it was a little quieter. It actually made New York feel nice for a change. It was just enough people where it was nice. I saw, first of all the people I care about and I see anyway, because they're brave, they're patriots, they trust our president, so we know everything will be all right. So a lot of people were staying home, but now you can't eat inside. Earlier, I went to a pizzeria to get a slice of pizza. Obviously, I know the law. I had to get the slice and actually eat it outside the pizzeria, standing up. I couldn't sit down and eat. Are you serious right now? Really?
And it's not like New York's a city where like the restaurants are kind of hit up once in a while. There's some people that almost never cook at home.
I don't.
Whether you make a lot of money
I
or
eat
not,
out
you
every
can
day.
eat out all
I
the
like
time.
going out in my neighborhood,
Exactly.
saying hi to the people, politicking. I'm a very social guy, as
Plus,
you can
you
tell.
support the businesses you like
Thank
and
you.
stuff, you know?
Thank you. Okay? So, and I feel bad, man. I went to the pizzeria today. I know the family like 30 years. And I was like, at least are you guys still doing all right because of deliveries and stuff? And they're like, nah, man. And they're like, you know what? Probably the same amount in deliveries, maybe a drop more, and takeout. But it was a sit-in place, too. A lot of people, including me, like to sit inside and eat. So they said their revenues dropped, too, man. You know, they're hurting. A lot of people are getting hurt from this, man. That's why, I hope something is done soon. New York, a lot of people work in the service industry. And you had St. Patrick's Day weekend. St. Patrick's Day weekend would have paid a lot of the bills for a lot of people. You know, between bartenders, waiters, wages, everybody involved.
They bring on extra staff and everything for that.
Yeah. And and the business owners, man, these people they got crushed, man. I feel horrible. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good people I know too that are hurting now because that's not nice, man. Now again, whoever's responsible and what the truth is, somebody's got to pay for this. And not even that. They've changed my way of life. I like going out, eating something nice, talking to the people, going having a nice coffee, chilling. They kind of messed that up for me too. Now again, I care about people's safety and health before anything. Now another thing, remember we were talking before about the World Health Organization being in China's pocket? Why they're blaming, that's why the Democrats, seriously, I don't know, man. These people are like, they got to be arrested or something. I'm not being funny either because even like the media, like they're saying, oh, the test kits didn't come. Well, how do we know what this was? And plus Obama had put these bureaucratic red tape regulations as far as in the CDC and everything, as far as for having labs, doing their own private labs, doing their own research. President Trump even said it, that he did away with the red tape. That's why South Korea did good really quick with all that stuff, because they had private labs quickly. They didn't have the red tape and the bureaucracy that was installed by the Obama administration.
Exactly.
I mean, seriously, this guy tried to mess up our whole country anyway. He could, Obama, man. Piece of shit, Obama, you filthy creature. Yo, whoever fell for Obama, man, you're a moron, man. That filthy animal. Commie, raised by his commie mother.
You know what's crazy too? People are kind of getting on Trump saying he turned down all the extra test kits and didn't want people getting
From
tested.
who?
No, from
who?
No, here's the point. From WHO, but here's the point.
It was false positives.
No, right, but not
60
just that.
to 70% of the results were false positives. What's up with that?
And even beyond
What's up with that?
Here's the thing too. He gave people time for them to set up like the tents and the mobile hospitals and the pop-ups so that these people who just have a regular sickness aren't bum rushing and log jamming the emergency rooms that are full of actual sick people, triage people like that. Now they have the infrastructure in place to really test everybody. So it's like, why rush it if you can't
And
accommodate
President
it?
Trump made the move right away. See, if Italy would have made this move in Europe, but see, it's not Italy. See, that's the European Union. That's a big problem now.
Right, they don't control that whole border issue, right?
European Union specifically. Once President Trump issued the travel restrictions against China, the European Union to look big and brave. Now, again, I love the Europeans, the people. Again, not a lot. Some of their governments, like Poland, Hungary, are great governments. The Eastern Bloc, you know what it is? The Eastern Europeans had so many years of communism. They're like, no, we're not going to screw our country up now that we got it better again. So the Eastern European Bloc are tough and they're fighting strong. God bless them.
Yeah, they learned their lesson.
Yeah. So the point is, Europe try to look big and bad and say we're not going to ban any travel from any country, including China. And Italy got infected.
They're worried about optics, man. It's not good.
Screw optics,
Exactly.
man. Enough of this PC shit.
Exactly.
What is what it is. Listen, God bless all good people in the world, and screw all the bad people in the world, regardless of race, religion, color, Okay? And again, shame on you. Anybody who's saying that calling this a China virus is racist. That is the stupidest, most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. How could you? Nah, man. I think someone that had 5 lobotomies, 5, would understand that that's not racist.
What about sweet and sour sickness, though? How about that?
These people, unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
Just move over a little.
Yeah, they're asking, they're wasting their time at press conferences. Like Trump's up there with a bunch of advisors, a bunch of like scientists and stuff, and they're wasting time asking their questions about. Oh, don't you feel like it's a really racist comment? It's like ask a question that people
about
care
what's going on.
Ask a substantive question
about what's going on.
Yeah, right, my lord, it's
no, but that again, that exposed more people, Enem. That exposed more people that they're working for China. Then whoever's saying this,
or just full of shit, or just dumb.
They're
one or the other.
No one's that dumb. Nobody's that dumb.
Have you seen some journalists these days?
No, though, man. Come on.
You're right, though. Hey, that money flows in, and you never know where it's coming from.
I talk to Chinese people every day, and they hate the Chinese government. They're like, yeah, it's all their fault.
Yeah, that's why they're here.
The Chinese people, they even said, we know nobody is blaming us.
Mm-hmm.
You're blaming Chinese people.
Exactly.
Shut up. Stupid. Again, with the identity politics of the left. Shame on you.
It's almost like, at what point do they draw the line and stop doing it based, like, this is supposed to be nonpartisan. This is supposed to be not political. And they're just trying to squeeze every bit they can get out of it. It's really shitty. Bad humanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For them to be pushing
John Stone
alarmist
asked,
nonsense.
do the coronavirus testing kits have false positives? I think even the new ones do, folks. And again, let me ask you something. That World Health Organization had test kits that were like at least 60% from the numbers I read false positive. Something's not wrong with that. It's not like 5% false positive. I'm not a doctor or scientist.
You expect a little margin of error, of course, but yeah,
like over half.
Yeah, it's a little.
No, man.
Yeah, it's not exactly efficacy, you know.
President Trump put the travel restriction. Now, you know what? This is what I tell people, folks. You got to understand this. I try to say it perfectly, but some things are so complicated that it sounds okay. I believe President Trump's first thought was to shut down all travel once he heard about this. But then he knew that the Democrats were going to sue quick. And a judge, a leftist judge, which this has to all stop. I mean, if this is at the time that it happens, then I don't know when it will. But anyway, they would have issued an injunction. And they would have said that you have to let everybody in. Then President Trump would have to bring it to the Supreme Court. And that would take time, and we didn't have time. So he probably figured, you know what, man, I got to do something. So he only shut down, originally, he put travel restrictions on China, because he figured then the Democrats maybe wouldn't sue to keep that travel line open because it was one country, and they know it started from there, and they would look bad. So he was right. They didn't bother fighting it. They said, folks, again, anybody want to place a wager that the Democrats were tweeting out and saying that even the China travel restriction early, that was racist and xenophobic and he was targeting immigrants again? Come on. So
they'll never give it a rest.
Guess what, though? I got screenshots of their tweets, even though they deleted them. Anyone want to bet? You want to put a wager? How much you got? So
you know what I
don't even need the money because I know I'm right, so I don't even need the money to put in.
You know what?
Where's your money?
Their whole game is like this. You're a fan of comedy. Do you know that whole thing called the Aristocrats? Do you know what that is? I'm not going to take time to explain it deeply. People could Google it later, but it's basically a thing between comedians to see who could tell the same joke that starts the same way. And it's a long joke. I'm not going to get into the whole bit of it.
Yeah.
But their goal is to outdo each other for like the grossest, most edgy, most ridiculous ending to the joke versus the other comedians you've seen do it before. And I feel like that's what these guys are doing with like their claims against this. Like everything is the most racist. Everything is, you know what I mean? It's like it's beyond logic and reason at this point.
No, it's not.
It's jumping the shark times 1,000.
No.
You know, it's really weird.
Okay, so the point is all the contagious diseases, and you notice, folks, I thought about something. All right, here's a good one for you. Now, I haven't done all the research on it because offhand I probably know what's right. There's just so much to do, but anyway.
Let's see. Oh, damn it. Let's turn the ad blocker off.
Ad blocker on, I think.
Well, I do, but they make you turn it off if they want to read it for free. That's fair. Let's see. It didn't have a name as of 38 years ago. They also had to figure out a name for the new virus, and it's short and random. Yes, you're right. It surfaced in a village called Yambuku, and blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to speed read this thing here.
Oh, they didn't name it. Okay.
And so Ebola. Okay, so it's the river. That's the river going through where it originated. Yeah.
So now I'm curious. You remember the bird flu back in the day? Didn't that start in China? And they called it bird, nothing to do with China where it is. What about the H1N1, the swine flu? Didn't that start in China? You notice?
I think all of them besides Mad Cow did. That was England, but the rest of them were maybe China.
And Ebola wasn't either.
Well, right.
So you
but
notice,
the flus
you notice
anyway.
though how the Chinese ones weren't named. Wow, that's crazy, isn't it? They weren't named after any of the area where it came out of China. Oh, because the World Health Organization is owned by China. Oh, dropping some truth bombs on people. Okay. Somebody wrote, stopped Facebook messing with the feed again.
It's back on now, though, but yeah, it did freeze for a second. If anybody didn't hear what he said and you're wondering what happened, he brought up a good point about how a lot of these viruses get named after where they come from, such as Ebola. But in this case, you never see it coming out of China that way.
They don't. Drop us a comment, folks. Let us know if you're watching. Say hello. Let us know if your feed is good. Got to keep checking, trying to stop Uncle Tony from talking over here. So anyway, yeah. So listen, I hope something is done really quick about this. Like I said, there's so many theories. Again, this could be just a really bad flu, another strain of flu. They're just calling it that. And again, I think more people have died from the regular flu during the same time period than this. Again, I'm not taking light of this. And usually younger people who have no previous health conditions are safe. I just think, again, there's a problem. In other words, you could be cautious without overreacting. I think they're overreacting. And they're just doing.
There's a lot of alarmists out there.
Yeah. Okay. So,
and that's not doing anybody any favors.
No, but even the government, again, shutting down. You can't eat somewhere. Okay, tell people. We recommend you don't. If you're a senior, be very careful. You can't take away our freedoms like that. That's why, you know what, in the other states, everybody, all you militias, all them, you got to, get strong and big and strong. Because I don't know where this is all going. So you got to, keep an eye out. Because, again, I'm an American, and I love this country, and I love being an American. You know why? Freedom. I don't have to listen to anybody, do whatever I want to do. You understand? You're not going to take that away from me. Okay? That's my freedom. The greatest thing about being an American is freedom. You ain't taking my freedom. Okay? So, and I'll tell you one thing, I don't even want to give them ideas, but they better not come out with a vaccine and say they're mandatory. That's all. I don't want to get it.
Oh, that's going to get fucked up when that happens,
Nah. See, then something's not right.
See, I'm younger, but I've never even taken the
No, I don't take the flu.
No,
me neither. My mother was a brilliant woman, and she never believed in the flu shot. Again, I'm not giving any medical.
If you're 65 or 70.
No, but that's worse. Because then a lot of them get sick and have problems with the flu shot. Listen, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not recommending anything. It's my opinion. I have a right to my opinion. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Okay, and nobody's gonna tell me what to do. We're Americans. We're free. Freedom. Understand? So. And I'm trying to institute that curfew crap over here because I'm not staying home. I'm going to live my life the way I live it. All right? You ain't going to stop me. Get out of here. So that's the whole thing with the Wuhan Kung Flu coronavirus that started in China because the Chinese government didn't want the world. The way I see it is China lied, people died. That sums it up. So suck it, China. And I'm not talking about the regular people. I'm talking about the dirty, filthy commie governments. The government. Filthy commies. This is what you people want here, you moron? Nah. Well, at least most Americans don't. But the leftists, excuse me, let me, rephrase. That's what that's what you lefties want. The dirty libtards, the lefties, that's what you want? You want a communist government over here? Nah, I don't think so.
You know what they should do?
Us patriots, we know what's up. That's why we love our president, and we know what's up.
In high school, they should have a conference where you bring in someone from like Cuba or like a Balkan country or something like that, just to say like what their life was like in the for 20 years under Soviets or whatever the case might have been. Because if kids knew about it, they would not be for this stuff.
There's so many immigrants in my community that have come out of Eastern European countries during communism. They love President Trump. They say, why would anyone want to bring that kind of stuff over here? They lived it. I know people who live Romanian, Hungarian, Bulgarian, Czech, Polish, all of them. the various Yugoslavian countries like Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia, Montenegro, I know, they love this country. They love our way of life because they lived under oppressive socialist/communist regimes, okay? And they love the freedom. They're all for President Trump. They understand what's going on. They know the Democrats are filthy commies. And, then you have these brainwashed kids over here that are being taught by a bunch of filthy, treasonous teachers. And I'm only talking about the leftist teachers that promote the leftist agenda. I'm not talking about good teachers. So
no, right.
Don't misconstrue what I'm
Problem
saying.
is the bad ratio these days. And even half the kids
it
who
depends
support
what state also.
haven't even read Marx. They don't even know that they're the lumpen proletariat the whole time. Jesus.
Okay. So,
he didn't even like people like that.
My mother was actually a New York City public school teacher for 25 years. She loved her kids. She was a great teacher. She taught them knowledge, not stupidity. She didn't preach her politics. My mother was a conservative, of course. But she didn't preach that to her kids. She taught them how to read, write. She liked elementary school a lot. So she taught the kids how to read, write, basic science, all that stuff.
How to think.
Yeah. Okay?
Not what to think.
Oh, let me tell you. God rest my mother's soul. She was alive today and she was still teaching. These young libtard teachers would rue the day they ever got into teaching. My mother would have ripped them. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. So, you're lucky my mother's not teaching now. Oh, man. But again, I know a lot of conservative teachers that are great people. I'm not blaming all teachers. I'm blaming the lefties that brainwash their kids. Whoever's telling the kids socialism is good should be arrested for treason anyway.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
It can't be
fraud and treason and fired from their job. But instead, they get praised. I don't know.
You got people that are ideologues acting like they're scientists, and you can't be both. They're just out there trying to tell them what should be in their head, not how they should look at things and investigate the world on their own. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I know. Somebody wrote, Edward Behrens wrote, gun store lines are longer than the grocery lines here in Ohio.
Yeah.
Good.
And other
Stock
states.
up, folks.
Yeah.
Stock up. You never know, man, what's going on. And then Debbie Shabbat wrote, we are now a society under complete totalitarian lockdown and martial law without even a shot even being fired. I am truly amazed at how easy this was for them to control. I know. Believe me, this is disturbing for me. Again, the only thing giving me hope is that President Trump's in control. Hopefully he'll use this to clean out a lot of the bad things in our country. I just hope that's the case. I really do. I trust him. I've trusted him. Listen, I bet the house on him because if it's not him, we're done. So, that's the way I see it. So I might as well, stay on the ship. So again, look, everything was going well. The poor guy, he worked so hard. He made great trade deals. Our economy was running on all cylinders, and all of a sudden they hit us with this. Right before the election. I'm telling you, deep state, globalists, and the Chinese commies involved in this. I'm telling you. So I just hope President Trump takes care of this, and we get back to our normal lives, because this really has affected normal life in America. But not only here, folks, not here. A lot of countries. This is all over the world. I was talking to a guy from Morocco yesterday. He has family there. They're saying the same thing. They closed stores in Morocco all the way there. Meanwhile, they had no coronavirus cases. So that's a little strange. But anyway, and another thing. God bless the Greek soldiers and the Greek police and all the Greek patriots in Greece for fighting off the Neo-Ottoman jihadi invasion from the Turks and their mercenaries, other jihadis. And Austria, if you want in them, could you go to my Twitter, my actual page really quick? I saw something nice that I liked. It's like maybe second or third tweet down. It's about the Austrians sending in Cobra ops. I like the sound of that. Yeah, right here.
There we go.
By the way, whoever's on Twitter, follow this guy, Nick Athens. He's been very good in updating the situation in Greece with hardcore evidence. This guy's awesome.
You want your tweet?
I
or
don't
his?
even know him. Click on his. Look at what Nick wrote. He's been monitoring Greece very well. I get a lot of my info from him. He's awesome. Yesterday, Austria EKO Cobra special forces came to face with the Turkey authorities. Turks shouted at them, "What are you doing here? It's not your country." And the Austrians responded, "Here is our country, and we are defending the EU border."
Nice.
Cobra's patrol below. Look at the pictures of these guys. Yo, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Proper special ops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, meet that, Ottomans. Anyway, and if you click on my tweet, just showing what I wrote, it says it perfectly.
And it is nice that they're rocking the Austrian flag and not just the EU flag.
Yep.
Yeah. Good to see.
Sovereign nations. Yes, the children of the cross must unite to fight for their lands against the neo-Ottoman jihadi invasions. I totally agree. So, now...
Here's yours.
Yeah, see, this is my tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of likes on it. I was hoping that, although I'm shadow banned, so I'm not getting all the likes I should be getting, but anyway. I was hoping that eventually the children of the cross would unite and defend themselves from the neo-Ottoman jihadis. It looks like that's happening. Oh, yeah. Rise up, warriors, and defend your lands. Stay strong and be safe. Godspeed. I stand with Greece. I love it. The Italians also sent over a bunch of guys a few days ago, even with all their problems they're having. The Paisanos sent over their people. Again, we have to stand up and fight for our land. They're trying to take our lands. We can't allow that. So stand up and fight, warriors. Stick up for what you got. And just everybody in Middle America, keep an eye on what's going on. Get strong, get supplied, get your stuff, because we'll see. Trying to take away our freedoms. This has altered my way of life for a little while right here. It's pissing me off. So let's hope they don't overdo it. God bless all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, yesterday I did a pop-up surprise video. You never know when I might do one. On Twitter I'm very active. I post stuff on Facebook. Thank you all for following. I really wish all of you the best. All the people I know, whether it's from social media only or in real life, you people are great people. I got a lot of love for all of you. I really wish all of you and your relatives and your loved ones safety. Be safe and sound. And again, take precautions, yes. But again, I think they're overreacting. They're causing mass hysteria for a reason. And yes, the seniors, that's another thing I'm suspicious about. It's targeting seniors, this virus a lot, and, there's other things that might be going on too. So just, be careful, seniors. And think about it, more seniors vote conservative all over the world because they have more knowledge of life and they know more of life. So this might be targeted for them too. I don't know. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. If that is, you don't mess with the seniors. So yeah, take care of the seniors. Be careful with them. Help them out any way you can. And God bless all of you. And I'll talk to all of you soon. Have a great night and be safe. God bless. MAGA.